at the start of this trip I was expecting to find 40, 50, 60 meteorites because that's been our experience on the Nullarbor. We've spent the last 7 years finding, the equivalent of that many in as many days with the number of people involved. So I was expecting to find quite a few meteorites, and that was kind of going to be the way we'd judge the success of the trip. So our previous trips have been out to the Nullarbor, where we have a white limestone surface. We've had a fair bit of practice hunting there, so we know what we're looking for. And we tend to find that it's still quite difficult to find meteorites out there. We find one meteorite per person per day on average, roughly. We decided to head up to Stony Desert because there's lots of gimmer up there, which is an old residual surface that should have lots of meteorites on it.
So, Space Rock Scavengers 2016, star date, star date Tuesday. Look at all this good meteorite ground, look at this. Let's have a look. You're not a meteorite. You're definitely not a meteorite. Man, most of these guys wouldn't make the cut. You're totally not one.
And we found that difficult for meteorite hunting because the gibber was dark brown, rounded, looked a lot like meteorites.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm listening for science. Trying to find stony meteorites with the patented meteorite detector.
Isn't that supposed to make a beep sound?
So we've got some metal detectors here. We're just checking out this thing that looks like an impact structure. Basically we've got a round feature that's about maybe 10 or 15 metres across. You can see how there's a bit of a depression here. It might be an impact structure, probably isn't, you never know, but these things are pretty rare, so we'll just check it out and see if we can find any meteorites around the edge of it. It's small enough that there should be meteorites that have survived the impact if it really is one. So we'll just check it out. Where was it?
Oh, it's acting up right here. Yeah, you're tripping me out. We're going over here, man.
Well?
No luck, unfortunately.
Oh well.
End of a long fly-rich day, and we haven't found squat.
Most disappointing part of the trip.
Okay, so it's hump day out here in the desert, or I guess it's not really desert today because it's pissing down rain. Last night we had a rain set in at about 3 AM and we're about 25 k's from anywhere useful. If I sound a bit strange, it's because I've got a cold. The trips have been a bit challenging so far because we haven't been able to access the areas we've wanted because of road closures, and the hunting surfaces have been less ideal, so we've had less success than we would have liked. In fact, we've found nothing so far. So we're going to be stuck here for a day or so until the mud dries out and we can drive out of here.
Yes! Oh! Yes! That way. That way, dude. Yes! That way, that way. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Oh my god, this is happening.
My buddy's looking at something as if he might have found a thing. impromptu space rock scavenger interview. Let's see what's going on.
Well, I've been looking around all morning, as everyone else has, and I found this rock that's quite magnetic.
It looks magnetic.
And it's got nice round bits on it, which I've convinced myself are chondrules, but when I actually show Andy or one of the other people, they're going to look at it and go, sandstone.
This is the exciting part. Alright, what's up? Let's see it.
It's different here. When you find a meteorite on the Nullarbor,
you know it's a meteorite?
know it's a meteorite straight away.
They do kind of look like chondrules.
They're too round for me to go quartz, and some bits do look a bit quartzy, but
Yeah,
it's an interesting little bit.
Whereas here, there's so many rocks here that look like meteorites. You're just going, really sure.
Yeah, but I haven't seen quartz sets that like it stands out that prominently.
Yeah, that's why.
You know, I think normally it's white and it's actually just like really cemented in there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
Some meteorites are obvious, right? But a lot aren't.
most of the ones I've ever seen are not obvious. You got to sort of look twice.
Science in action. This is
how we do it.
This is how we do it. Space Rock Scavengers 2016. Star date Tuesday.
So I think I found a meteorite as well today after 6 days of absolutely nothing. If this is a meteorite, it'll be really weathered because they contain a lot of metal and minerals that aren't stable on the Earth's surface. But this one, it's very, very magnetic. It's got a remnant, almost a remnant fusion crust on it, which looks like it's cracking off. All signs point to it being a meteorite, but we haven't found anything yet, so we're not quite sure.
Would you prefer to find one big meteorite, or would you like to have many like different kinds of meteorites?
Yes, it's actually more important to find one or two really significant meteorites than it is to find lots of meteorites. Most of the meteorites that we've found on the Nullarbor are ordinary chondrites, and there's literally tens of thousands of those in the world collection, so they're less useful to science.
Anufia Broad. He's in the desert. Will he find the meteorite he's looking for? Or will he just find himself? The only crappy thing about walking around out here for so long and not finding any meteorites is, well, not finding any meteorites.
Hey Chris, how'd you go?
Oh, I had a great time wandering.
Find anything?
No, nothing good.
Nothing?
I still had a great time, but nothing good came from it. Nothing exciting.
It's nothing? Ah.
No.
It looked like something exciting from back there.
No, I showed it to Mitch. I just think it's weird. It's like a magnetic basalt, but there's no other basalt around here. Like, have you seen it?
Dude!
I don't think it is. It looks like a basalt.
It's a That's a huge one.
Is it actually?
Yes! Oh my god.
That is.
There's a fusion crust, dude.
Pouring it out there.
What the f***?
Oh, so it actually is? I almost left it. I was like, it's basalt.
Holy s***.
It is, apparently.
Now listen up, listen.
It's all worth it because it was a one big meteorite.
That's what you get for being the wanderer.
This is
This is it.
this is what we've been wanting forever.
It means I can get my meteorite tattoo without feeling like a dickhead.
Oh, yeah. It's even got some bird on it for you. Hell, it's heavy. You lugged that for 6 and you didn't think to bring it out at lunchtime.
I wanted lunch. I just thought it was some. I was like, why is this basalt magnetic and so heavy? I'll just take it back.
So why is the most two indicative things of a meteorite?
You know, we've been looking for many days trying to find a meteorite to start with, but to hear that we'd found a big one was pretty bloody exciting. So we rushed back to have a look, and it was pretty nice to share the excitement of finding a big meteorite with everybody on the campus.
I thought it was just a heavy magnetic basalt, so I sat down and ate lunch and didn't tell anyone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so the interesting thing about this trip has been, it's actually been a big success. Although we've not found lots and lots of meteorites, we found one really interesting meteorite that's has a lot of potential to tell us a lot about answer a lot of scientific questions.
Wow.
Worth the run.
Yeah. Wow. Stop filming me.
Sorry.
So, compared to all the Nullarbor trips we've been on, this has actually probably been up there with the most successful trips, just because of that one meteorite.
See, the worst part about all this
No pun
is she filmed me coming back with a gargantuan meteorite, and I called it a basalt and had lunch first.
Good story though.